Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us across the fence. I'm Fran Stoddard. Arbor Day is an American tradition that dates back more than 145 years. And this coming Friday, the first Friday in May, is Arbor Day in Vermont. It's a special day set aside to plant trees and to celebrate all of their benefits. It's also a special day here on Across the Fence because we're going to recognize a number of young Vermonters who have earned top honors in the statewide Arbor Day Growing Works of Art contest. To get things started, I want to welcome Gwen Kozlowski. Gwen is the Outreach and Education Coordinator with the state's Urban and Community Forestry Program. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And so what do you want viewers to know about Arbor Day?
Arbor Day, like you said, is a special day set aside to plant trees and celebrate all their benefits. And even though it was founded over 140 years ago by J. Sterling Morton, it's that simple message of planting trees and celebrating all their benefits is more important today than ever before. Well, even in a forested state, many of the issues we face today, from climate change to invasive species, trees are really the key. So a day set aside to plant and celebrate their economic, environmental, and social contributions is very important.
So what are some of the opportunities we might have to celebrate Arbor Day?
The Urban and Community Forestry Program is celebrating Arbor Day with our 4th annual conference. It's a one-day event with over 12 workshops targeted towards tree care professionals and volunteers on tree boards, all things trees, to learn, celebrate, and network. But if you're unable to attend this event, we hope that you plant a tree yourself. And you can visit VT Community Forestry for everything that you need to know. There's information on tree selection, tree planting, tree pruning, tree maintenance, because planting a tree is really an investment, and we want to be able to help you to make the most of that investment.
Fantastic. And what's the role of Vermont's Urban and Community Forestry Program?
We're a really small but dedicated team here in Vermont with a mission to help connect people and communities to understand the value that forests and urban trees provide. And we do that through a variety of ways. We offer technical assistance, whether that's tree inventories, financial assistance through a grants program. This year we focused on invasive species of the emerald ash borer. And we offer educational programming like our Arbor Day conference and our upcoming Forest Pest First Detector program. All of that aimed at celebrating trees and our connections.
Great. Well, let's get on to what we're going to do today. An exciting part is the Growing Works of Art contest. So tell us quickly about that, and then we'll get to the kids.
Sure. So this is an arts and writing contest for students in grades 1 through 8. This year's theme was Trees Are Terrific in Every Shape and Size. Share your tree story. We had 25 schools participate, as well as 13 homeschool families and 561 entries. So the folks here today, we really want to celebrate their hard work because they really stood out.
Absolutely. So there are the 8 statewide winners in grades 1 through 8, and they are joining us today. And I'm going to walk over here because first grade winner is Juniper Blasch. Juniper goes to Jericho Elementary School, and her tree story is about the peaceful tree. We're going to show Juniper's artwork. It's great to have you here. I love the fact that your name is a tree name, right? So accompanying her picture, Juniper wrote, "Every day in the summer I climb on it. It is the best tree ever. Every time I see it, I smile really big. It makes me want to laugh. It's the tree that has the most magic in the world." Nicely done, Juniper. Thank you very much. You can stay right there. And now, second grade winner is Regan Weaver. Regan is a student at Fletcher Elementary School. Along with her picture, Regan wrote a poem entitled Lilac Sky in July. So let's take a look at her artwork while I read the poem. My house is in the woods. I like looking at the trees. The lilac sky is art in the night. I like nighttime the best. It puts me at ease as I look at the trees. Congratulations, Regan. I like all of that rhyming going on in your poem. Wonderful. And moving on to third grade, the winner is William Burkholder. William is a homeschool student who lives in Barnard. William's tree story is about the gentle giant. Here is his picture and part of his story. There's a giant tree in my front yard that I love. She's the biggest, most beautiful maple tree we have. This gentle giant and I have a special relationship. It's like the tree knows we love sticks. She gives them to us as presents. We can find an adventure with every stick she gives us. I love that, William. Congratulations. And next up is our fourth grade winner. Mattea Thompson is from Jericho Elementary School. Mattea's wonderful drawing connects us to a personal story, so let's take a look. Mattea wrote, "My sister and I always used to play when we were on the hammock. It was our ship and we were its sailors and we had to protect the treasure tree. Sadly, she's getting older and isn't wanting to play that game with me anymore. So whenever I look at that tree, it reminds me that no matter how old we are, we will always be sisters." I love that. I'm sure that's true. A very poignant story. Thank you so much, Mattea. And here is our 5th grade winner. Congratulations to Katalina Corp. Katalina is a homeschool student from Walcott. Catalina's drawing is of a black willow tree, and in her story we learn it's called Salix nigra in Latin. Here is Catalina's Salix nigra. Part of her story says this: "I see the fresh moose tracks. He must have come earlier to nibble on the young green leaves. I investigate further and see some shredded bark. Did a beaver come for his breakfast as well? A rabbit-sized hole by the tree roots looks fresh. Will he make an appearance? I look up and see my friends, the chipper robin, already busy feeding her chicks, her red breast flashing against the foliage." Beautiful picture and wonderfully written story. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Katalina. Let's meet the 6th grade winner. Here is Elsa Skarsten. Elsa goes to the Sharon Elementary School. Elsa's tree story is about an oak tree, which is also a wishing tree. So let's see Elsa's picture while I share a part of her story. "It stands stiff at the crest of a hill overlooking a mountain range. The wide, wise shape to the tree makes it perfect for turning around, making a wish, and tossing your stone over your head, hoping it will make it between the 2 large limbs, and waiting for your wish to come true. Every day I am there, waiting for my chance to visit, and just the sight of my tree will turn around my day." Thank you for sharing your story and drawing, Elsa. Congratulations. And we have 2 more winners in the 2019 Arbor Day Growing Works of Art contest. It's 7th grader Avery Cochran of U32. It's great to have you come in. So how did you decide on your tree story?
I decided because I feel like everybody knows like the seasons, and I feel like it's a really relatable subject that everybody in Vermont knows, because it's kind of, because everybody experiences it every day, you know?
Right, and the trees give us that hint
Yeah.
more than most
Yeah,
things,
mostly
right?
most things, yeah.
A little bit the cold weather, but certainly the colors. Would you share a part of it for us?
Oh, sure.
That'd be great.
Everything is alive again, joy is overflowing, an abundance of life with flowers and branches and leaves. The tree is beautiful, red, orange, and green. A leaf lazily drifts by and settles on the grass. Winter is coming. Another year has passed.
Beautiful, nicely done, Avery, and a beautiful picture as well.
Thank you.
All right. And our 8th grade winner is Cassandra Johnson. Cassandra goes to Sharon Academy. Congratulations to you, Cassandra.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your artwork.
Well, my artwork was just inspired by my tree looking like a stained glass window every night, and I love the Vermont sunset behind it always, and it just gives me a lot of hope.
Oh, that's wonderful. That gives you hope. It gives me hope, too. It's a beautiful picture. So would you please share part of your story?
Of course. This tree makes me feel joy, passion, strong, truthful, and beautiful inside and out. It makes me feel like there is actually something to live for. My tree improves my life for the better because I see the true beauty in nature. It helps me understand life has its ups and downs and that I'm a warrior and I will make it out alive. I make special visits to this tree so I don't feel so broken and lost. It helps me when I feel depressed. It's my best friend and towers over my house like a Greek guardian god sent from heaven. The tree stands out as a brilliant mind reader in the light blue sky and like a mysterious black figure in the starry night.
It's very inspiring and very interesting, this black figure, mysterious. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much, Cassie.
Thank you.
That was great. Well, why don't you stay put? And this is your teacher,
Yes.
right? Marcy Innes, welcome.
Thank you.
To this. So tell me a little bit about art, and actually, Cassie, why don't you tell me, what's it like to think about art and writing at the same time?
Well, it's actually really fun to think about it because art is you can draw what you're thinking of. When writing, you have to try to paint the picture with words.
Right. So then you really get to combine them. And so, Marcy, you must be very proud of Cassie, and Sharon's got a lot going on clearly with this. So how do you incorporate this contest into your curriculum?
It just seemed to fit perfectly in with our Vermont unit. At the very beginning of the year, we have an integrated curriculum at our school. So, for example, in science, they're learning about native Vermont trees and tree identification. In language arts, we're doing descriptive writing. In social studies, we're learning about changes in the land in Vermont throughout history. And then in art, we were doing Vermont landscape. So I kind of tailored my projects to fit what we needed to do for this contest, and it worked out perfectly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I want to thank all of our winners in the 2019 contest, with special thanks, of course, to Gwen and other members of the Vermont Urban Community Forestry Program. To learn more about Arbor Day coming up this Friday, you can check the website, vtcommunityforestry.org. That's vtcommunityforestry.org. The website also has information about year-round programs, forest pests, and tips for woodland owners. It's so great to have all of these beautiful young people, talented young people with us today. And thank you for joining us across the fence.